Somebody in this room is destined to die. He's sitting right there talking, eating, clueless. But the brothers sitting on the other side of the table know a secret about him and their sister, and they have determined his fate. They intentionally hide what they know, but the painter shows us their true intentions through objects and the scene itself. The salt, the fruit, the bird, even the plates, and a very particular object in this room is there waiting for him. The painting is called Isabella, and it was painted in 1849 by John Everett Millais. In this wealthy Florentine house, a family sits down to eat. On the right, wearing a gray dress, Isabella. Beside her, leaning in, is Lorenzo. Isabella's wealthy merchant brothers are planning to marry her off to a nobleman, and her lover, Lorenzo, is not a nobleman. He actually works for them. And at this point, the brothers have worked out what's going on between them. That is this moment right here before the disaster. Now let's start with the main thing you might have seen first. The brother in the front is kicking a poor dog, his leg thrown across the painting, lashing out at the greyhound. His chair tipped up and his fist cracking a nut as if he's desperate to release his anger. If you look at the position of the dog, his head is resting on Isabella's lap. It's her dog, loyal and devoted to her, much like Lorenzo. And her brother is kicking it. He can't attack Lorenzo in front of the others, so he attacks her dog. That's the one thing we notice first, but the rest is even more powerful. Now look at the tablecloth in front of him. The salt container is knocked over. The salt spilled on the table. Spilled salt is an old warning. Spilled blood is coming. Millais deliberately put an omen there under the shadow of the person connected to it. Look farther left. A hawk on a chair tearing apart a white feather. A white feather representing peace, and that is being pulled apart. Let's look at Lorenzo again. He's doing a very gentle gesture, passing Isabella a plate. On the plate is not any ordinary orange, it's a blood orange. Round red sliced clean through. Many have read it as one thing, a separate neck. The man who's about to be killed is handing the woman he loves his future. If you think this is a reach, look at the plates they're eating out of. The plates are major with images fired into the glaze. They are difficult to see at a distance and because of the angle, but on one, David is cutting off the head of Goliath. On another, Prometheus is chained down while an eagle tears into his body. A beheading and a body torn open by a bird, the orange and the bird beginning to make more sense. Millais was telling a story with every object, not just decorating. There's another object in the scene, less obvious, waiting. Behind the lovers, there's a stone balustrade. Sitting on top of it is a large pot with basil growing in it. To truly understand why this is the worst object here, you must hear the rest of the story. It comes from Boccaccio and it reached Millais through a poem by John Keats. One day, the brothers took Lorenzo out riding. They kill him and bury him in the woods. They come home and tell Isabella he has been sent away on business. She waits for him to never return. Eventually, Lorenzo appears to her in a dream and tells her where he is lying. So she goes out into the forest and starts digging. Before long, she finds him. But she notices she can't carry him home, so she takes his head. She brings it back and buries it in a pot and plants basil in it. She changes. She stops speaking, stops eating, and she sits with the pot and waters it with her tears, and the basil grows thick and beautiful. Her brothers observe this for months. Eventually, they take the pot away only to find out what's inside. They panic, take the head, and flee the city. Isabella, with nothing left, dies of grief. Now back to that balcony. The pot is there waiting at the dinner before the murder. Millais depicts the future of Lorenzo in the very room he is eating. One more detail, but this time about the painter. Millais was 19. This was his first painting in a new style, the one he and his friends founded, the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. Representing that movement, at the base of Isabella's chair, there is a small carving PRB. The Pre-Raphaelites are one of my favorite movements, and I will keep coming back to them on this channel. So if you want more of them, I have left some in the description. The people in the scene aren't strangers. William Rossetti, another PRB painter, sat for Lorenzo. His brother Dante Gabriel is the man drinking in the back. Millais' own father is the older man wiping his mouth. And this next one is quite interesting. The brother in the front kicking the dog, evil-faced. By several accounts, Millais painted him from memory of a person that bullied him at the Royal Academy schools. It explains why he gave him a funny shadow, which I'll leave for you to figure out. It's also interesting how he took a person who made him miserable and cast him as the killer. Now let's take a step back. The main story this painting is based on hasn't happened yet. Nobody's being killed, no one is crying, but the salt has spilled. The bird is tearing, the plates are showing a beheading, and the pot is already there. Isabella has no idea, Lorenzo has no clue, the brothers know, and so do we. That's the power of this painting. Millais slowly reveals the victim's fate, giving us a glimpse of what is yet to come. So tell me, would you rather see the warning signs and be powerless, or see nothing at all? And which detail do you think foreshadowed best in this painting? And again, thank you for being here and for looking this closely. There are hundreds of paintings out there just like this one. So like, subscribe, and we will find them together.